sit and study for lecture exams. You're no longer defined by multiple choice and practical exams. Now's your chance to put your knowledge into action. And to me, that's the single biggest change and challenge to you now. Your patience will be your change. And going back 10 years, thankfully the math was easy this time, I'm reminded of some of the feelings I had in my time. I was mostly confident in my abilities, but I was also constantly humbled in that point in time. Now I'm a fairly competitive person, so I definitely didn't like it when someone could do something that I couldn't do or do something that I didn't know. You'll quickly realize that nobody can do everything.
And the people are going to get their white coat ceremony, which is what this is. You see the little white coats they have. Like I said, they're going into their clinicals. I think there's like 76, if I counted correctly. I'm here with Andrew. He's the reason I'm here. And he's a really big guy. Oh yeah. Crowd's excited. You can feel the energy. Yeah, for those who obviously have never met Andrew, he's an amazing person, very personable, affable. He'll make a great clinician because he has that style that patients just love. And of course, he's smart. And he's just an amazing young man. I've known him for, God, I think 20-some years. It feels like a long time. So he was excited to go to Palmer. It'll be awesome. I'm trying to figure out where he is, but of course I can't really tell from this distance. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Can you hear me? By way of introduction,
All right.
I'm Dr. McLean.
I'll be back.
Started these proceedings this afternoon. They are knowledgeable. They are phenomenal with humans, and you are going to learn plenty from interacting with them. We look forward to watching you progress. Faculty, you are now seated. It is my honor to welcome to the podium Dr. John Browse, your faculty advisor. Dr. Browse is a 33rd graduate of Harvard College of Chiropractic Davenport campus. Following graduation, he practiced in the Panhandle of Florida, where he specialized in disc injury and auto accident cases. He followed his passion for chiropractic and teaches back to Iowa, where he practiced began teaching at the Des Moines Area Community College. He has been a instructor for Partner in Life Sciences since 2019, where he teaches pathology and physiology. Dr. Krause, please come to the podium to address the class.
Well, thank you, Dr. McLean. I appreciate this opportunity to have a chance to talk to everybody today and share it.
There's the proud parents.
Today's been a long time in the making. Class 232 deserves to take a moment to
Grandfather, grandmother, and brother.
To the next chapter, your opportunity to start the diploma clinics. I'm sure many of you have been looking forward to this day since you stepped foot on campus. And some of you are excited to start seeing patients tomorrow. I imagine while some of you are probably somewhat intimidated and unsure of what to expect. I imagine most are somewhere in between that. So maybe we should take a journey and remind ourselves what it took to arrive at this point in time. For those of you that don't know me, I teach first-year classes here at Palmer, and had a chance to get to know Class 232 over the course of the last 2 years. Though I'm an instructor here at Palmer, I try my best to see things through the perspective of the students as much as I possibly can. And what's interesting is that I share a bit of a unique perspective with this group, Class 232. I graduated as a part of Class 132, which kind of a coincidence that I was asked to be a class advisor. Of course, you know, that means that I started 10 years before you started, and you'll graduate 10 years after I graduated. So, my math is correct. I started in March 2020, and that means most of you started in March, or I started in March of 2010, sorry, and you started in March of 2020. And so we already have some interesting comparisons to make. For starters, you've enjoyed a much nicer gym. You've enjoyed other facility upgrades like the new Learning Commons, upgraded student union, and upgraded student clinic. That being said, you also started your journey at Palmer while the country and the rest of the world was encountering one of the greatest obstacles we've encountered in a very long time. And I think it's worth mentioning at least that you have to understand that must have been more difficult for you especially, given that point in time. And to your credit, you never let that struggle define your group. So the resiliency that you developed during that time will only serve to improve you going forward. That resiliency also served you well during your first 6 trimesters here. By my rough count, you've taken roughly 150 exams at this point. I'm sure somebody is keeping the official tally. So you definitely have to let me know how close I was there to the official number. But those are just exams. You have to add in the projects, to add in the weekly quizzes and activities, which I didn't take it easy on you, that's for sure. I think about 30 of those in my 3 classes. And it's easy to get lost in that quantity of information and tasks to keep track of. Your classes evolve from anatomy, physiology, pathology, diagnosis, and technique and radiology. In the beginning, I'm sure it seemed like an insurmountable amount of material and information to get over there.
I'll be back.
Andrew, Christian, Turner, Dr. Bunn. Bailey, Wetzel, Dr. Illingworth.